Hi, guys, and welcome to the Kai's Corner podcast. I am your host, Kai Bologna, and today we are talking all about my vacation. I've actually talked a lot about my vacation the last couple of days in the last couple of episodes, but we are going to be in Florida at the time of filming this. We're going to be in Florida at the time of this going up, and I am so excited. I am so excited to be in the warm sun. I'm excited to relax and recharge. I'm excited to take 10 days off from my day job. And I am so excited to go to Disney World. Let me just tell you, most people... Okay, I hate to admit this. I'm a theme park kid and I'm a theme park person. And I'm low-key a Disney adult. I really like roller coasters and I really like the history of rides and I really like lore. And we went to Disney when we were kids. So I've been to Disney twice already. I was 5 the first time and my sister's 10 years older than me. So it was her sweet 16. And then the second time I was 10. And I can say that I have very vivid memories of both times going. The first time we were going for Courtney's birthday, we went to Cinderella's castle for dinner. And I just vividly remember being in Cinderella's castle and eating the food there and meeting Princess Jasmine. And it was just the coolest experience of my life ever. I'll insert a picture of me being 5 with Courtney in the video version. So if you're on the podcast, I'm sorry. And it's just I vividly remember being at Disney. I remember. I remember going to Disney for the second time, not as well, which is interesting for me. Being 10 years old and being in Disney, I remember when you get flash passes, and I remember getting a flash pass to Expedition Everest, and then we go back for our flash pass time, and I was I can't do it. I'm too scared. And I remember that moment and just being what the hell is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Because it's now as an adult, I love roller coasters. And it's really funny because when we came back home that summer, we went to Six Flags and I did my first big roller coaster and I fell in love with roller coasters. And it's just such an interesting timeline because now this feels more like a redemption arc for me than anything, where I feel I am going to Disney. We have a list. We have a plan. Actually, I'll read you guys the plan. We have a list of every really big ride we want to do in what park. And I think personally that's the only way to accomplish Disney World, is with a list. Because there is so much to do and so little time. So day 1 is Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Tiki Room. And I really want a cheeseburger spring roll. So I put food on this list too. Park 2 and day 2 is MGM Studios, which is now Hollywood Studios. And it no longer has the Sorcerer's Hat, which is crazy because I remember that being there when I went for the second time in 2013. They took away Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, that little play area. And they no longer have the lot tour almost, I think. I don't think so anymore. I don't know. This is also the fun part about doing this all over again, is there's so much I get to rediscover. And I'm really excited to vlog it because I've never vlogged in such a big park like that before. And I'm just so excited. I am so beyond pumped. In MGM Studios, we really want to Star Wars. We want to go to Star Wars World, probably to the rides, but at least go. Disney's Movie Magic, the Tower of Terror, Slinky Dog's Dash. Courtney wants to meet Edna at Pixar's Plaza Meet. Muppet Vision 3D, because in July that's closing, which is so sad. So we're getting really lucky to go because my sister is a huge Muppet fan. She has Miss Piggy tattooed on her. She loves Miss Piggy. Rock and Roller Coaster. And The Wonderful World of Animation. Because we want to see the original cells for some of the original movies. I think that would be really cool. Day 3 and part 3 is Animal Kingdom, and this will be the day of my birthday, March 27th, so beyond excited. This park opens a little bit early, so we want to start with Kilimanjaro Safari because that's when like the animals tend to be more awake, which I'm so excited to see some animals. Expedition Everest is my number one. That is literally the peak of my expedition arc. Dinosaur, which I've heard is terrifying. Avatar, Navi River Ride, Cali River Rapids, Wireless Express Train, Barilla Falls Exploration, and then a jungle track. Which is so cool. I think Animal Kingdom is such a cool it's such a cool park. The Tree of Life is definitely the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And so is Expedition Everest, that like giant mountain. I did hear a rumor that they're closing the Bug's Life, which is inside of the giant tree. And I just want to say, when I was 10 years old, my parents convinced me to go on that. And it is the most terrifying experience I've ever had in my entire life. Literally entire life. Like, I think I have sensory issues now. Oh my God, 10-year-old me locked in that room where it's like one of those, almost like a 4D, like ride where like there's like water or air that's simulating something like walking on you. And I was like, get me the fuck out of here. I was like, get me out of here right now. My parents were like, you're fine. You're okay. Don't make a scene. I'm going to make a scene. I am also so excited for Epcot. I'm so excited to do like the ride in the ball. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like that travel through time. It's just such a beautiful ride. It's actually one of my favorites. I remember it being like one of the last ones we did at our original trip, or like our second trip, like when I was 10. And I remember being like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. We really want to go see Figment. Obviously, my sister's a huge Figment fan. I really want to go check out the abandoned Horizons Pavilion. I'm not going to break in. I just want to take a little peeky poo. I just want to look. Soarin', Spaceship Earth, which I think is what the ride is called that's inside the big bubble. Living on the Land, which is like a lemon ride Courtney wants to see. I don't know. And then Guardians of the Galaxy. We also are going at the time of the International Flower Festival. So there's supposed to be some really incredible and awesome like sculptures. And they're also supposed to be giving out these little passports that you can get stamped. And me and my sister are convinced. We are really excited to go drinking around the world, and you best believe that is going to be a major part of the channel coming up. So I am so excited. This is going to be so much fun, and I'm so excited. Also, to be an adult and to like finally feel like I can afford to like pay and go to Disney is really cool. So I guess transitioning into that, we're going to talk a little bit more about the cost of this trip. So what I thought was really cool about Disney is you can do this thing called building a vacation, and you can basically build your vacation so you can pick your hotel and like your parks and how many days and nights you want to stay. So we're doing 4 days, staying at a hotel every night, and we are going to all the parks. I didn't get the park hopper, which is like just leaving to go to multiple parks in one day. I was like, that doesn't seem necessary for us. But what's cool is you can build this vacation and select those things, and then you put down your deposit, and your deposit is $200. And then you can pay it however you want, as long as it's paid 30 days before the vacation. This will come in handy in the future for me, I truly believe, because I'm definitely going to go again. Because it's really cool because you could plan a vacation for like 2 years in advance, and then you could just like pay it off slowly. We definitely planned this a little too late. Like, we were crunching numbers, but it's okay. We got there. And everything else was pretty cheap. I'm really good with tickets. That's kind of my specialty. So I got us flights. We're paying $200 a person for round trip flights from Massachusetts to Tampa. So we are flying out of Connecticut, actually, which is like Bradley International Airport, and that'll be like smooth sailing. It's gonna be fine. I've never been on a plane. It's literally cool. And then we're going to Tampa because my grandparents live in Tampa. And then we're going to Disney for 4 days. And then we're staying with my grandparents the rest of the days. And they're like coming with us. And we're just sleeping on their couch. So it's like, I was like balling on a budget. Could we have bought a hotel room with the money we spent on Disney? Yes. But I'm really excited to go to Disney. And like, honestly, that's kind of the one thing I really wanted for my birthday. I think next year I really want to do something kind of alone, though. I just think planning this trip was a lot of pressure. And like, I don't know, like, this is also me pre-trip. So maybe I'm just like stressing myself out. But like, I just feel like there's like a lot going on. And, you know, it feels like a lot. But I'm really excited. And I know that I'm going to have a blast. And honestly, even if it's just getting time off work and going somewhere kind of new for the first time, because I've never been to Tampa, I'm really excited. And I'm so excited. Also, the thrift stores are supposed to be immaculate. And I cannot wait. We are going to have so much fun. I am so excited for my Disney trip. And like, I know a lot of people hate on Disney adults. And I'm so sorry that I'm kind of one. And it's like, I am really optimistic. And I think I'm going to have a blast. And like, you know, even for me, is like a lot of the feedback I hear with Disney is like people are like, oh, I went to Disney as a kid and I literally don't remember it. And it's like, I do. Like, I remember that being like the one cool thing we ever did. We went to SeaWorld too when we were in Disney. And like my sister is very anti like SeaWorld, which totally get. So like we're not doing anything like that this year. But it's like, I'm just really excited. And like, you know, I think it's going to make me feel very nostalgic. And I think sometimes that's the biggest part about these magic feelings is it's nostalgia based, you know? And I'm just so excited to go and have fun and just truly enjoy it. I love you all so much. I hope you guys have so much fun. And just remember, life is short. Let's enjoy it to the best of our abilities. And I will see you all next time. I love you all and I will see you all soon. Bye.